Mike Martin's here. Mike Martin's channel bringing you another Better Dwelling article. Toronto detached real estate sales worst November since the Great Recession. There's the skyline of Toronto over the Great Lake of Ontario. Toronto detached real estates are falling off a cliff. Why are they falling off a cliff for? Toronto Real Estate Board TREB numbers show that November prices are just off of last year. That's the least important takeaway from the numbers. Instead, detached sales falling to Great Recession levels and high inventory is a big story. Remember, guys? The whole supply and demand. Built, break ground, pre-built. Come on. If you don't own now, you'll never own anything. You'll be bought out forever. Toronto detached real estate prices are flat. The price of a typical detached home across the Greater Toronto is little change from last year. TREB reported a typical detached home price fell to $910,000 in November, down 0.28% from last year. The city of Toronto saw a benchmark of $1.111 million, up 2.1% from last year. Yes, even the city looking at real loss once the benchmarks are adjusted to inflation next year. Toronto detached benchmark price, there it is there. Flatlining, and there's obviously 2017 here, when everything was going great and everybody should buy, you're never going to own. Toronto detached real estate seeing improved price growth, both TREB's 0.828% decline. The city of Toronto's 2.1% of increase, better than last month's number. That's encouraging, but still not enough to call a trend reversal. Much like the composite of the positive, red is less a positive price movement. Instead, it has to do with less rapid decline in this year. Toronto benchmark percent change. Here's the 12-month percent change, guys. Is a typical detached home across Toronto board. Wow. Wow. So it's like, okay, you know what? All right. We're down in the negatives here, but, we're going to pull ourselves back out. There's November 2018, and there's November 2018. And the blue line signifies Toronto, and the black line is TREB. The median sale price of a detached home is higher across Toronto. TREB's median sale price was $845,000 in November, up 3.17% from last year. The city of Toronto saw a median sale price exactly $1 million, up 5.31 million from last year. The median sale price is much more volatile than the benchmark, but responds much faster. So you're getting lots of movement in the markets right now, especially housing. Especially the stock market, especially the oil market, man. And there it is there. There's the 416. There is the TREB and the 905, the Greater Toronto Area, which is sitting right here. So there's the 905 right there. So this is your detached average sale price. So prices are going down. They're declining. They're sloping down. Nothing like the 2017 era, eh? Right here, 2017. Oh my God, everybody, buy. There's going to be nothing left to bone. Average sale price is up over 1%. The average sale price detached real estate climbed across Toronto and a little. TREB reported the average sale price of $1 million, $8,076 in November, up 1.3% from last year. The city of Toronto increased up 1.8% from last year. Worth remembering that both of these numbers are coming in below CPI. Heck, they're coming in below target CPI. There's the Toronto detached average sale price change. There's the 12-month percentage change. So you're like partying in 2017, and then boom, then everything hits the fan, goes below. Look at that. Look at March. Whew. Again, this is Toronto detached average sale price change. So the average sale price is just keeping its head above water, but not enough to make heads turn. Now, fewest detached real estate sales for November since 2008. The number of detached homes sold dropped. The new multi-year low. TREB reported 2,665 sales in November, down 14.2% from last year. The city of Toronto represented 705 705 of these sales, down 11.5% from last year. We've heard of real estate agents say this year is the illusion compared to last year, the B20 rush. Remember that whole V20 where stress testing and all that crap came into effect, and everybody needs to get in before they could secure real estate? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, since this November sales are 14% lower than the 10-year median number. Heck, this was the worst number to detached sales in November since 2008. There's just sales versus new listings. So there's your sales going down, of course, and there's your new listings. So obviously new listings are this blue color. And sales, a lot of people removing stuff off the market as they feel that it's not a good time to sell. Why are people removing stuff off the market? Because the homes are worth less than what they bought them for. So a lot of people don't want to take a loss because their house is now worth less than what they bought it for. And detached inventory is lower than 2017, but higher than normal. So what's going on here? The number of new listings of detached homes for sale across Greater Toronto, TREB reported 5,367 new listings in November, down 27.66% from last year. The City of Toronto represented 1,256 of those new listings, down 25.76% from last year. The drop in new listings helped to pull the total inventory down. The number of active detached listings fell compared to last year, but were pretty high for Toronto. TREB reported 10,001 in November, down 5.65% from last year. The City of Toronto represented 2,000 of those listings, down 6.67% from last year. Active listings data only goes back to 2011, but in the second highest November since then, the number is over 46% higher than the median 5-year November trend. Here's your active listings. Obviously, there's 2017, and then boom, 2018, and people trying really hard to kind of make it as discreet as possible. A lot of people are in negative cash flow right now. They're in negative position right now. They're like some of the, like I have some stocks in my stock portfolio that are in negative position right now, and I'm kind of hoping they would bounce back for some reason or somehow. But that's, you know, I'm in that position too with stocks, but thank God it's not with housing. Toronto detached market is showing price improvements, but the volume is way too low. We're seeing higher than typical inventory and multi-year lows for sales. That means fewer people are willing to validate the higher prices. First comes volume, then comes the real movement. Until we see a real volume surge, prices haven't decided which direction they'll head in. Now, I'm going to give you guys a small prediction for Q1 for the City of Toronto for 2019. Spring is going to hit spring, March 21st. It's supposed to be big spring season. Lots of sales, lots of people out and about hitting the pavement, attending auctions to buy these houses. But you know what? Australia is spring. And guess what's happening in Australia right now in Sydney? Nothing! No one's buying anything. And the people that are buying are very misdirected or misinformed on what to do or what they're doing. So I wanted to throw this out there because I think Q1 of 2019, you're going to start to see where prices are going to be heading in Toronto. And I think they're going to continue going down. Why? Because everyone's hoping for a big spring. Why is everyone removing stuff off the market? Because winter generally is slow for sales when it comes to real estate in any hemisphere, in any country. You always have slower sales come winter. But spring sales is when everyone dusts off those Corvettes and puts them on their front driveway and with big for sale sign. Hopefully spring is in the air and people will buy. But you know what? I think it's going to be completely different. With the amount of inventory coming on the market now and a lot of people walking away from pre-builts, it's going to be very interesting to see. The amount of cranes in Toronto and housing and like I read that article about Miami where investors were getting nervous and trying to walk away from deposits back in 2006, 2007. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We are seeing the beginning of the storm. We're nowhere near the eye of the storm as of right now. The eye of the storm, I'm going to say, is summertime 2019, is when everything seems to calm down and the eye is over us. And, oh, okay, the storm is gone. No, then comes the tail end of the storm, where the poop really hits the fan. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to join me for Trends in the Housing Market every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Western Seaboard time. Mike Martin's here. Thanks for watching.